So we've looked at reflections where we had a negative function or a negative x. Now we want to look at vertical and horizontal shifts. And we're going to use our quadratic function as our starting point because I hope most of you are quite familiar with that function. Why don't you graph f of x equals x squared and write down the key points for this function. So here's our basic function graph for y or f of x equals x squared. And remember that that f of x is representing y. Y equals x squared. So if y is x squared, you can see here that we've changed the value of y. So our x is going to stay the same, and we're going to add 3 to our y coordinate. Find the new ordered pairs, and then graph that function on the grid I've provided below. So our x values stayed the same from our basic function key points, and then you added 3 to each of the y coordinates. So we have our new graph looking like this. Can you see the difference between the two graphs? They both have the same shape. They're both a parabola, but my second graph has shifted up 3 units. We say that this is a vertical shift. Let's try the next one. Again, we see that y is staying y is represented by x squared. So x is staying the same, and we're subtracting 2 from our y values. Find the new key points and graph the transformation. Our x values stayed the same, and we subtracted 2 from the basic function y coordinates, and we found our new graph looking like this. I hope you can see that this has shifted down 2 units. It is a vertical shift down. So let's look at a review of what we've just said. If our value k is greater than 0, and we have the function plus k, so remember our function in this example was x squared, and we had x squared plus k, the plus k is outside of the function, then we have a graph that shifts up k units. So our x values are staying the same, and we're adding k to y. If we have our function subtract k, then the graph shifts down k units. Again, our x values stay the same, and we subtract k from y. Notice that if this is a plus sign, we are adding to y. If this is a minus sign, we are subtracting from y. In the next lecture, we'll practice these vertical shifts.